Hello Cancer, this is Victoria and I'm here with your December tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energy of the months of December. At the end, I'll post the messages from your person of interest to yourself, so make sure you stick around for that. And of course, if you are new, please check the description box for information about my content and services. We will get started with a quick oracle message from the Angels and Ancestors deck, so let's get started right away. Oh, and of course, this readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer. So if you're watching this for a Sun sign, please check out videos for your other placements as well. All right. Wow, you have a message from your guardian angel directly. Cancer, how cool is that? You're not alone there. It's actually interesting, it has a feather here. And I was just watching the cutest cartoon of, so for those who don't know, I'm from Ukraine originally, and it was like a piece of a recommended content on Instagram. This lady was talking about the soul and how the soul chooses the body, the story, the timeline to, live through in a specific incarnation, basically. And it's the animation is adorable, and the way she put it is so straightforward. It's simple, it's spot on. I loved it. I had to reshare it in my stories, at least for people who speak Ukrainian, because it's in Ukrainian. It was absolutely adorable. And they kept saying that, when the soul reincarnates in a body, it forgets, the pre-story, kind of like choosing the life and why and to live it honestly. But the soul has the person in this case, right? Because they're already in the body. This person has guardian angels and higher power, to help them, to guide them, and they're dropping different signs and messages through, some subtle signs, and feathers around was one of them. They talked about the synchronicities, this and that, and so it's interesting. And maybe some of you will see a feather, and you'll be reminded of that whatever was happening at that time, or whatever you were thinking about in that moment, was very important, was spot on. And another confirmation, of course, is that your guardian angel is going to help you through anything, and they are around you. We actually usually have more than one, so I guess they is a more appropriate pronoun in this case. All right, I have a sleepy cat in the background. I mean, he should be sleeping really, but of course I'm doing this now, so he's interested, so we'll see how that goes. Sometimes he likes to be a star and, do something in his condo area, so you never know what you're gonna get. All right, Cancer. For your personal life and love life, you have the Two of Pentacles. I see it as a dreamy card in this particular deck, so I actually like it. Two of Wands, look at all the twos, wow. And Three of Wands. For your career space, you have Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. I don't know, maybe this way is better actually. Queen of Cups. And then the advice is Page of Swords, Five of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. Look at that, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. Yes, it's definitely like the end of a cycle, end of a calendar year, of course, too, which is also a kind of a cycle. It's sort of man-made, but we've been following it for such a long time that it's definitely received a very strong energetic, folding around it. So it's like it may feel a little heavy at this time too, because so much has happened this year and you had to deal with a lot of it just kind of thrown at you. That's what I'm feeling here. But it's very important to sum it up, to show some grace and appreciation, but most importantly, not to keep that weight on your shoulders. And for some of you, it may be more literally still pulling everything together, still keeping everyone afloat, still taking care of everyone around you. For others, it may be more symbolic or emotional, where you feel like you were responsible for da 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 that happened, or something that didn't happen, and we usually, very critical of ourselves, or maybe you feel like you could have avoided certain situations if only, and then fill in the blanks, right? That creates burden as well. That creates the weight where, in this picture, this person is barely moving, right? So it's important for you to be able to unburden yourself. And now let's take a look at tarot to get some more detail. So for your personal space, you've got 2 twos, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and then 3 of Wands. So first, it's very important before you set yourself up for what is to come in the new cycle, what you want to build, where you want to see yourself, whether it's next month or in 2026, who knows. We will have a new moon towards the end of the month, and that will be a beautiful end of the month, middle of December. It will be a new moon in Sagittarius, and that would be a beautiful time to set those intentions, especially because Sagittarius is such an enthusiastic sign and energy. But before you do that, it's very important to really nail down what is it that you want, right? Like, be specific, not like, I want to be happy, I want to be healthy and wealthy. That's not gonna work here. You need more specifics, right? What is the direction that you want to get to? What are the things you want to be spending your effort, your energy, your resources on, right? You don't want to be, again, continuing to be the hero of the day and like pulling everyone together. And if you do, then that's something to look at, by the way, right? But this is like when you have this personal space and when you have an intimate conversation with a close person or with yourself even, and it's like, it's time to be really honest. What is it that you want? And it's actually quite important to not pick up everyone else's slack, right? And focus more on yourself. If you're building new connections, because with the 2s here, we of course are talking about connections with other people. It's also that space in that part of the spread where we talk about connections. Even when you're building connections with other people, they should be based on an equal give and take. They should be based on reciprocity, and not you're doing everything for that other person because they have circumstances, you're feeling for them, or a combination of the two, of why you feel like it's okay for them not to do what they're supposed to do for themselves, and somehow you feel like you should take responsibility. If anything, you can show that person what that practical responsibility actually means. For your career space, you have 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, so here there is a little bit of a nuance of, how do you want to create something that's emotionally fulfilling, but also gives you opportunities in life, that keeps you moving forward. For some of you, I'm getting that you love what you're doing right now, but you understand that there's no growth there. So it's like, it's fun, it's great, you love the team maybe, but it's like, yeah, it's not where I want to be in 10-year time. So how do I solve this dilemma, right? The problem is that this is prompting for you to build your own path at this time. You are the queen, you are supposed to, that's you, right? The Queen of Cups represents water, Cancer is water. You're supposed to build your kingdom the way you see it fit. For some of you, it would mean quitting a corporate job or, working for someone else and starting your own business. For others, it would mean take a break and do something creative, like, I don't know, write a novel, write a song, maybe become an actor or another kind of performer, something that was very different from what you used to do. right? It's like that time, but it's important not to stress too much over what society would say or did say in the past, and focus more of what do you want your world to be like. The new moon in Sagittarius will really help you with that. And for those who are questioning whether you can either have fun or be successful and have a profitable career or business, you can have both. Yes. And finally, the advice: Page of Swords, Five of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. You need to stop being fixated on little details. Stop trying to prove to others that you're right or you know best, or like when you're kind of checking each other, you're discussing some kind of intellectual topic, like, I know exactly what it is, so I can nail that person, and you kept like digging your heels on it, and they're like trying to save their face, but you're basically not letting them get away with it, right? Like, those situations are not serving anyone. They're not serving you either. Your ego for a while, but it's not good food. It's like that fast food, or something that's breaded and fried in oil or something. I don't know. You're gonna hear about it from your physician, the next physician, yes, the next time that you do your blood test and you check your cholesterol level, something, right? You have so much going for you, and you have this chance at building a big life for yourself. But it's difficult to take off and get onto that level when you're focusing on the small details. So what went wrong, or who was unfair to you, or how, like I was saying, like with the knowledge, it's like nailing someone on the factuality, or because that you have the facts and they don't, and you want to rain on their parade a little bit and show off with your knowledge. Like, there is a time and place for that. When you're doing trivia on a trivia night in a bar, right? Or maybe another intellectual show, and it's like, yes, let's go. But when it comes to your close circle, or just people that you care about, do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Last but not least, let's get you a message from your person of interest. Message for Cancer from their person. Okay, Nine of Swords, clarified by King of Coins, and the Empress. Yeah, so your person definitely sees that the two of you are an excellent match for each other, but there is a feeling that there is not, like, it's not an equal match somehow, because of the status in the society, or the amount of money that you make, somebody being more creative than the other person, right? Because the Empress is like a level up from the Kings and Queens, right? And take the gender, of course, how it resonates. It seems in this case that the feminine is, has more and is more expansive, and like expansive with has a more expansive energy, and maybe has reached more of their goals. But in any case, the anxiety and the concern of your person is that it's like there's a gap, right? And then whoever is on top, their ambition may actually squish the enthusiasm and the ambition of this King of Pentacles. Or the King of Pentacles can actually start bringing down the Empress, even subconsciously, to level things up. And they definitely don't want either of those scenarios to happen. So right now they're trying to decide how they want to tackle it, or they want to talk to you about it, and definitely try and see how we can find that compromise, or almost like, let's throw away our notebooks, our textbooks, and just build this new couple, new life from scratch. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,